What's up guys, Carl here, Origin Alpha in the garage with this K20a. This is the DC5R motor from the blue DC5R with old Rodney in there, old Rodnock. Now this is going to be a straightforward video, nothing real fancy, no real talking or anything in there. We're just going to snap straight to disassembly of this whole motor. So in this particular one, we've got to get off the whole head, we need to get off the sump, and we need to crack the bearings and check them. And we are looking for some damaged bearings here, trying to work out what exactly the damage is. We're going to be looking for metal flake. We're going to have to check these screens and stuff. There's one on the VTEC side, there's one on the other side of the head. They've got little mesh screens. We'll be able to check for bearing material in there. And it's just really going to give us a good idea on the condition of the motor, whether or not we need a new tensioner, new chain, new gaskets, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, just going to chuck the GoPro on and we are going to get into it. Alright boys, well, culprit is obviously this bad boy here. Wasn't the one that I thought it was. And she is pretty well cooked. I'm not sure how I didn't. Oh, that's side movement. Yeah. So the others don't seem bad at all. Just, yeah, so we're going to get this off. We're going to have a look at the crank, determine whether or not we can polish out what the damage is. And then what do we got? That material there, so that's metallic. Excuse me. So that's metallic. I'm feeling like that might be actual, yeah, might be a little bit worse than we thought. We'll get this off, we'll have a look, but that metallic stuff looks like it's maybe bearing, like the actual housing of the bearing, so we'll get them off, we'll have a look.
Perfect.
Alright boys, we are back from the machinist. Looking at this, got some pretty good wear. Good as in it doesn't look too uneven. There is some side loading as to be expected from a high kilometer motor that's probably had a fairly hard life. So, plan is, now that it's all down like this, we're probably going to get some Wiseco pistons, some Sains rods, oversize on the piston so we can get a nice clean fresh bore and hone, clean that all up, bump up the compression, and we'll get some new, probably maybe not the HX series ACL bearings, probably just the standard size bearings. All of the OEM seals, pretty much an OEM refresh throughout, new bearings, new seals, new gaskets, all of that stuff. The stock head will go back on. I might give the head a quick port and polish just to clean up some of the casting marks, get a little bit more flow out of it. But what we do need to do is we need to dig out this K series down here, that bad boy there, and that is because I'll be using the crank out of it. So the other crank is actually cooked. Chuck this GoPro on. So just got back from Brown's engineering over in Lawton, and yeah, no good. So, oh, that didn't move at all. Oh, that's good. You can see where it's wiped on the thrust side here, and it's actually taken about 40 thou off this, and given that it's a nitride crank, we're not too comfortable that we can polish that out. I think that's just far too gone. Like I said, 40 thou is a lot, so scrap. This is just going to go in the bin. The other concern I had was the heat as well. A lot of heat's got in there. That's going to like make the steel brittle. So unfortunately, this is now an ornament. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with this actually. I might take it back to Brown's tomorrow and see if they just recycle them. But yeah, that's cooked. So what we'll do is we'll go use the other crank, the one in there, K20Z, and yeah, that's the fate of this K20, boys. Always put oil in your motor. And that's it. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And the next one, we'll get this off to the machinist.